I'll be analyzing the 2020 A-level accounting paper with you all. Right? So now mainly I am focusing on the second paper in here, but once I am analyzing the second paper, I will tell you what are the important areas in first paper also, how it has been tested in first paper. Because same lessons have been tested as it is in the first paper. So I will tell you how it has been tested, how it's important for the first paper also. Right? So now you all know your compulsory question number 1 comes. First the question number 1. It's company accounts. Company accounts with the accounting standards. With the accounting standard for this, so altogether 40 marks. So altogether 40 marks for this question number 1. Question number 1, it's altogether 40 marks, and this time there was 8 adjustments for this company question. This time there was 8 adjustments for the company questions. So basically we got it like in 2019, if I am not mistaken, we get like 10 adjustments. So fortunately in last year we got only 8 adjustments, so in your exam it could be like 12 adjustment. So now if I go one by one the adjustment, first adjustment, it was for inventory. So now inventory we have already done, the LKS 2, basically FIFO and VAT already uploaded the videos. Already we have uploaded the videos on this. This question is also focused on LKS 2, basically inventory. Right? It's bit of mathematical adjustment also this time. So anyway, it's on inventory. So inventory, it's LKS 2. Right? Then the adjustment number 2, it's for the notes. Right? So note number 2 basically. Right? If you are not good in company accounts and if you have not heard about notes, doesn't matter, just watch the company accounts. So that additional information number 2, it was relevant for the other information also, but mainly there was some expenses you supposed to extract it under the note number 2. There was some adjustments, there was some expenses you supposed to disclose under note number 2. Right? So then third one, the adjustment was based on error correction. It was based on error correction. It was error correction. Then fourth one, it was SLFRS 15 revenue. SLFRS 15 revenue. SLFRS 15 revenue. So this is a kind of important as well as fresh accounting standards for SLFRS 15. So even last time I mentioned for the students that SLFRS 15 could be tested for the second paper company question also, as well as it was already tested for question number 1, that means for the paper number 1. So this was SLFRS 15 revenue, even it's bit of new accounting standard. This was tested for the first paper also in 2020 as well as in 2019 also tested. So 2020 for the company question also, examiner tested this revenue part, SLFRS 15 in company accounts also. So we have already released, in last year also we released SLFRS 15, even the other some of the lecturers didn't do it. We did it, SLFRS 15, the revenue, right? So basically this revenue import, this accounting standards is important because in company accounts, that adjustment, it's purely based for the revenue when there was like income received in advance or prepayment, I can remember exactly. So you have to identify those also based on this, right? So this is so important, SLFRS 15. You should know how to calculate the revenue based on this SLFRS 15 based on the 5-step model. We have already discussed this under our SLFRS 15 videos. Then fifth one, it was PPE adjustments. Basically there was revaluation also. So we have already discussed in LKS 16, right? PP means LKS 16. So we have already discussed in our LKS 16 videos how to adjust for the revaluation, how to adjust for the change in useful lifetime, how to adjust for the disposal of assets. Then again this revaluation we have discussed in company accounts also as separate adjustment. As separate adjustments we have already discussed in company accounts also. Then 6, it was from LKS 37. LKS 37, it was provisions. Do you know what is the LKS 37? We have already included this LKS 37 also under our company accounts package. We have already released this LKS 37 video, provisions, contingent liabilities and contingent assets based on company accounts question, based on company accounts lesson the package, right? Then 7th one, it is based on SLFRS 16. SLFRS 16, it's leases. It's lease. So you supposed to identify the right of use asset, then you have to amortize the right of use asset, then you have to identify current liability, non-current liability for the lease creditor. Then we have already discussed in SLFRS 16 how to adjust for down payment, what should happen for the other direct cost, how to prepare this in, how to take this for a not in financial statement. Already we have discussed these things in our video. So we have already completed this one, this 2 error correction. We supposed to do this. I will be uploading a separate lesson for this. So anyway, in error correction, that means in company accounts also, we have done some adjustments for the error corrections, right? Then PP revaluation almost we have done in LKS 16, LKS 37, it was in our company accounts package. SLFRS 16, it's a separate lesson we have released for you guys. You can watch the videos. Then 8th one, it was income tax adjustment. 8th one was income tax adjustment. Income tax adjustment, right? We have already discussed this income tax adjustment in separate videos in our site, right? So you all can watch it. So then next one is question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2. So I told you question number 2, it's based on the management accounting lessons. Management accounting lessons. So in management accounting, they have tested few lessons at there, right? As usual from 2019, they replaced the partnership accounts question with the management accounting lesson. So this time, first one was inventory ledger. Out of question number 2A, it was inventories. It was basically inventory ledger, basically FIFO and WAC and all, right? So under this you supposed to learn it. This time it was tested FIFO and WAC. So again you should know the reorder level and all. Reorder level. That means not only for this question I am predicting for the next year. So if you refer 2019, we had reorder level, EOQ, maximum stock and etc. the calculations. That means basically this is stock, inventory, right? You should be good in this. Then for B, as usual, there was the overhead analysis sheet. There was the production overhead analysis sheet. There was the production overhead analysis sheet. For this, it was 12 marks. Then for this it was 28 marks. Then it was for 28 marks. This is for 40 marks. This is for 12 marks, the inventory. So this was tested inventory ledger, FIFO and WAC and everything was tested this time. Then purely in 2019, first time, once they introduced the new syllabus, the question was based on this. So basically to do the question number 2, you should know the inventory levels as well as inventory ledger as well as production overhead analysis sheet. So these question number 1 and 2, those are what? Compulsory questions. These are compulsory questions. These are compulsory questions, right? Then question number 3, as usual, from 2012 to 2020, question number 3 was so important because a lot of students attempted for this question. So this time it was tested as usual the accounting equation, plus the income statement, right? So for the accounting equation and this one, the altogether marks allocated was 40 marks. It was 40 marks, right? This is so important, accounting equation. Then you had to prepare based on that income statement. Not only that, time to time this question it changed. The only thing it's never changed is accounting equation. They have tested from 2012 to 2020. right? This would be a question for next year also. So accounting equation, it's not the same traditional accounting equation, bit of confusing one. Not bit of confusing, it's you can do it, doesn't matter, but you have to practice it. Because a lot of students confuse it when once it was tested in 2019 for the very first time that way. So not only this, then what I am saying is for this, examiner basically tested the error correction also. Error corrections also. Then again for here, examiner has already tested bank reconciliations in previous years. As an example, 2018, there was the bank reconciliation statement. You had to prepare. In 2013, you had to prepare accounting equation, income statement, and bank reconciliation, all these 3 items for the question number 3. Then 2019, there was the error correction also. Profit correction was also there. So what I am saying is this time it was tested this, but it could be tested for your exam, error corrections and bank reconciliation, along with this question number 3 because it has been already tested. So now we have already released this accounting equation lesson with double entries and bank reconciliation. So that's why I selected bank reconciliation also in the same lesson, because the thing is accounting equation could be tested the bank reconciliation also as it is what they have tested in 2013, 2014, 2018, so and so. Right? So now we have already released this lesson, accounting equation, bank reconciliation part. Then I have discussed few past papers also right now. Then I will be discussing 2019 past paper as well as 2020 past papers with you all, as well as few other questions under this. So already uploaded few past papers, you can watch this, right? Then question number 4. Question number 4, there was 2 parts for that. One is for non-for-profit organization. Accounting for non-for-profit organizations. Non-for-profit organizations. Right? Accounting for non-for-profit organizations. Then 12 marks was allocated for this. 12 marks. Then we comes for the B. It is prime entry books. It is prime entry books. It's the prime entry books, right? So in here, prime entry books, you should know the cash receipt journal, cash receipt, cash payment. Then you should know the sales journal. Then even it was not there, you should know the prime entry, general journal transactions, how to record, general journal. Then purchase journal. Then most importantly, prime entry books plus the VAT adjustment. So you can't avoid this VAT adjustment, definitely it will be there. Even this time it was not tested the VAT adjustment, but in recent years in company accounts they have tested the VAT adjustment also. So anyway, for this prime entry books question, you supposed to get the VAT adjustment also. So you supposed to know how to adjust for VAT in sales journal, in accounts. How to calculate the VAT. If it is included the VAT, what you supposed to do and all. Right? So then question number 5. Then the question number 5. Question number 5, first question it was partnership accounts. Partnership accounts. It was for 20 marks. We have already released this video, partnership accounts. We have already released this video, partnership accounts. You all can watch it. From the top to bottom, we have covered these partnership accounts. Then I will be uploading 3 more past paper questions also. So far, we have done even past paper questions based on partnership accounts, based on incomplete approach also. We have done it based on incomplete approach also. Right? Even error correction method that we have done it in the partnership accounts. So we have done basically how we have to account for the goodwill, how we have to account for the retirement of a partner, how to account for the admission of a new partner, profit appropriation, what it's supposed to do once they have paid the salaries, what we supposed to do once they have not given you the profit sharing ratio, what we supposed to do, everything has been discussed in here. Partnership accounts. Now you can watch the videos. Then second one, it was cash flow statements. It was the cash flow statement. Basically this is also accounting standard. LK7 for this also it was 20 marks. This also it was tested 20 marks, right? So now this cash flow statement already uploaded for our onlineaccounting.lk, the website. Onlineaccounting.lk website, cash flow statement already uploaded. Then we have discussed up to now 4 past paper question, if I am not mistaken. I'll be uploading 2020 past paper question also soon for this. So every this lesson, each of individual this lesson, I will be uploading the 2020 advanced level, the question also relevant for the each lesson, right? So once you watch the theory lesson, theory parts, as well as the previous past papers, you can watch the 2021. Basically, you can do it at home after watching these videos, then you can test it yourself, right? Then you can watch my video, right? Then question number 6. Question number 6. Then the question number 6 comes. In question number 6, first part it was for accounting ratios. Accounting ratios, we have already uploaded the accounting ratios lesson at there. I think I have discussed 1 or 2 past paper questions also. Then I supposed to do another 4 or 5 past paper questions. So I will upload that soon also, because time to time we keep going to remind you about the lesson. We will be uploading new lessons, right? So I'll be discussing the 2021 A-level paper also, paper accounting ratio question also in this lesson. We have already uploaded this. Then second one is investment appraisal. Investment appraisal, we have already done this. So the accounting ratios, it was 10 marks. Investment appraisal also 10 marks. Then there was a BEP question, break-even point, that means marginal costing question. Marginal costing, it was for 20 marks. It was for 20 marks. So that's how they gives you the 40 marks. So we have already uploaded investment appraisals.